Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. I just want to come here, say a few words that we need to hear. We definitely need to hear these words because this is getting kind of, rather I say ridiculous because we need to know what's going on. We need to understand what's going on with our people as a people. Because if we don't, we going into a place where we already there. We're already there. During going into the place, we're already in that place. What's going on today is that we have no self love. I teach love, not hate. I'm gonna teach you who teaching hate. This is love for my people. This is what we must know. The day of the Sabbath, which is the day you really supposed to be in communion, you really supposed to be studying, you really supposed to be teaching your people. This is the day you're supposed to have church. Basically, this is the day you're supposed to have church. Uh, Let me start off with just a few little side notes. Slavery. Don't you know United States of America? You can look this up. It's estimated that they owe the so-called Negroes, so-called Native American Indians, so-called Hispanics, they owe us $42 trillion. They owe us $42 trillion. That's what you call getting money. I know you hear people say, oh, we got to get that money. You got to get that bank. You got to get that bag. This is what we should be trying to get. They owe us this money. This is the equivalent of the 40 acres and a mule that they promised us, but when Abraham Lincoln got killed, they took it back. Never even issued. Some people did get it, but they took it all back and gave all the people that had us in slavery back the land. Because Abraham Lincoln had took the land and started giving it back to the people. But they executed, they killed him because they didn't want him to do that. So all the land went back to the slave owners. Right now today, China owed China $19 trillion. They owe us $42 trillion. That's just to put you in contrast to how much money we owe. That's what you call getting the bag. That's what we should be doing. So this Black Lives Matter, Women's Lives Matter, they just trying to depict the black man against the black woman. You'll hear the black woman say that we deserve this. You hear the black man say we deserve this. So what they do is they keep you divided. So instead of you come together and say, as a race of people, we deserve it. As the 12 tribe of Israel, we deserve this. But they got us divided amongst each other. Even in the rap game, they got the women versus the men in the rap game. Trying to see who can be the hardest. The men are turning gay, the women are turning to lesbian. They're turning hardcore, the men are turning weak. You see, and we go right here, we call ourselves black. Here we are. I'm gonna read this scripture right here first. You go to Job 32:9. Job 32:9. Great men are not always wise. Neither do the age understand judgment. What he's saying, just because you old don't mean you understand what's going on. You got a lot of old fools out here, what we would call them, that don't know the word. You got a lot of them preaching the word to us, and we lost because we got old fools that are trying to teach us the word, and they don't know the word. Now, this is ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It's getting crazy, and we need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandment. Now, I'm going to check this out. We right here calling ourselves black, right? I'm going to show you the difference between black and difference between white. Black equals soiled. Like you get soiled clothes, stink clothes, right? Clothes, you get the soil. Guess what else it equals? It equals evil. It equals wicked. It equals depression. It equals gloom. It equals anger. It equals disaster. And it equals clamorous. That's what black means. It's a bunch of other negative things that it means. Haze, death. It means that. So when they call you black, this is what they're saying. They saying that you are haze, you are deaf, you are angry, you are clamorous, you are sore, you are evil, you wicked. So when you call yourself black, that's what you call yourself. This is the characteristic of black. And don't you know that? This come out of their dictionary. They wrote this, so they know what it means when you call yourself black. So they love when you call yourself black. So it means divisiveness. It means a bunch of. I got 3 dictionaries. I looked up the word black in it, and nothing good come out of the word black. So when you go around calling yourself black, that's what they're saying. Now check this. What white mean. White means shivery, luxurious, fair, glamorous, fresh snow, innocent, pure. A white person. So you don't think they know what they were doing when they labeled themselves there? Because guess what? You can't find black in the Bible. So when you read the Bible, you won't see black. So you think that's your nationality because you don't see it in the Bible. Because you don't know who you are. You don't know your nationality. So that's why we treat each other the way we treat each other, because we have no understanding. We have no wise men to teach us. Understand, we've been in the church all our lives, and we never knew who we are in the Bible. We just thought we were black because they told us we were black, and they told us they were white, because their real name in the Bible is Esau. Your real name in the Bible is Jacob, or Israel, or Judah. That's your name. Their real name is Esau, Edomite, Islam, Adumia. That's their name. The Caucasus Mountain, that's in there. That's where they come from. Mount Seir. Mount Seir is the land that they was given. See, but they'll never teach you that in the Bible, because guess what? They done came out and made a movie about every nation, everybody in the Bible. But they never came out with a movie about Esau. Ain't that something that's ironic? That they done did Jesus, James, Matthew, John, Moses. They done did all of the Egyptians, everybody, but they Abraham, but they never came out and did a movie about doggone Esau, because they Esau in the Bible. They teach us to hate ourselves. I'm gonna tell you something. We hate ourselves to the point that's all we know. That's how we treat each other. We hate ourselves. We don't care about each other. I'm gonna show you. It's a curse to why we don't care each other, or don't care about each other. It's a curse. And we hate each other to the point that we kill each other for no reason. On the news every day, every week, we just shooting each other and killing each other. But it's all in the Bible. The reason why we're doing that. Go to Deuteronomy 28. I think it's 54. Deuteronomy 28, 54. Check this out. This is why the men are killing each other. This is broken up, because it's a curse. It only fit us. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, that's how we used to be. We used to say good morning. We used to speak each other back during ancient days. Even in the 60s and 70s, they were doing that. It changed when we started doing that civil rights stuff. They divided us up, moved us segregated. We wanted to be segregated with them. We should have stayed desegregated. So when we became segregated with them, we learned all their rules and laws and customs. So we divided amongst each other. We used to be peaceful amongst each other. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother. There you go. His eyes shall be evil toward, we're evil toward each other. That's why we're killing each other. That's why, man, you can't even go nowhere. You can't even speak to your brother. You can't even say, hey, how you doing? They sizing you up before you even get to them. They see you walking down the street, they so jealous of you. You so jealous of them because they taught you that. Check this out. And toward his wife. And toward his wife of his bosom. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. We only make up 13% of the population, but we 65% of the divorce rate where there's no man in the house. Now the woman raising the children. So now you got the woman teaching the boy to be soft because she's scared that he's gonna get shot and get killed in the street. So she teaching him to be emotional weak. So now guess what he's doing? He's out there killing his own brother who looked like him. So she teaches the women to be independent and strong. Now you got a loudmouth, clamorous woman who will 40% of the women will never see marriage. 40% of the black women would never see marriage. Never. They going lesbian. They doing everything because they got a big mouth. They don't know how to be submissive. So they done talk them to the word submission mean be quiet, don't say nothing, let the man dog you out. Submission mean keep your voice down. Why would you disrespect your man in front of the public? Why would you go on TV, all these black channels, and you disrespecting a man? But you don't never see another race disrespect their men. We the only one that got shows they call disrespecting men. You got BET. Black entertainment. Black, I already told you what black mean. Black mean disastrous. Black mean death. Black mean anger. And guess what? We act the same way they say we are on these shows. Every show they show us, we gangsters. We drug pen. We murderers. We hoes. That's the kind of stuff they show us being. It take an act of comfort for them to get in to shoot a movie showing us being righteous family. And them movies don't get no awards. They don't get awards. They don't win the Grammy. They don't win the Oscar. Only movie that win the Oscar is like when Denzel Washington. He played a bad cop. You got Halle Berry. He had to sleep with a white man. You got a movie they show we got to kill. We got to destroy each other in order for us to get an award for them. But as long as you show a movie where we got a wholesome family, they don't get awards. And then when they do it, they'll take whoever started that movie, they're gonna break them down eventually. They'll make them do some wicked stuff and break them down. So now you don't have nobody to look up to. Only place you gotta have to look up to is you got these old rappers calling our women bitches and hoes. Then our women, why a man look down on them because they've been called bitches and hoes, but you let them sing a song to you, make millions of dollars for calling you bitches and hoes. So when a man see you in the street, that's his perception on you. He have no respect for you. He don't care about you. All he want to do is lay down with you and leave you, pregnate you, leave you. Now you're in court, fight for divorce, fight for a child support. It's a cycle. So they teach you to hate yourself. And then when I come on here and teach you about yourself, they call it hate. That's why Babylon, this is modern day Babylon, means confusion. We are in the land of confusion. And check this out. Not just it do the men, it do the women the same way. And now I'm going to show you what they say about the women. And Deuteronomy 28:56. That was Deuteronomy 28:54 about the men. Check this about the women. A tender and delicate woman among you who would not avenge to set her soul or her feet upon the ground. Because then, in the biblical days, the men would lay stuff out, let the women walk on it. You don't see him move, but they show the move where the white men doing it to their women. You know what I'm saying? Open the door. We would let them touch the ground. They was well set. We had respect for them because they had respect for themselves. But check this out. For delicateness and tenderness, she was delicate. She was tender. So we treat her. We carry her like carpet. We would treat them good because how they treat themselves. They showed that on outward appearance. So you ain't had no trouble but to teach them like that, to treat them like that. So right now, with the songs going on, you treat them any kind of way. You don't care how you treat them because they don't love themselves. They tell you to be real, but there's nothing real about them. When you start peeling away them layers of them, there's nothing real about them. Everything about them is false. Nothing. From their hair down to their toes, from their breast to their ass, everything they can get, not real. But then they say they want a real man. See, they got us confused on what real is. They got us confused on what love is. They got us confused on what hate is. Hate is what they're doing to you. Love is what I'm teaching you about yourself. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. We make up 13 to 14% of the population. We 65% divorce because they have no respect for a man. A man ain't gonna take that. So guess what? He treat them like dirt now because you see, a man don't require love. He requires respect. A woman requires love. A man requires respect. You respect that man, he'll never go nowhere. He'll treat you good, but you got to respect. But you don't respect yourself. How you gonna respect the man? Because they done told you to disrespect your man, but they respect their man. No other race disrespect their men, but our women just disrespect our men. And we don't know the difference between love and hate because this is Babylon. They don't confuse you with the difference between love and hate. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son and toward her daughter. She called her son derogatory name. So guess what he do? He go in the street. He emotional. So he go in the street and try to be hard, and they shoot each other. They would never go shoot it. You ever see them shoot Esau? Do you ever see them shooting the Chinamen? You ever see them shooting the Japanese? They only shoot each other, and they call their women bitches and hoes. So guess what? They call their daughters bitches and hoes. So guess what they act like? They act like bitches and hoes in the street. So they grow up being that for. They act just like what their mama told them they was. So they don't know the difference between love and hate. See, but this all scripture. Tell you what they're gonna be. I check this out. I'm gonna say you gotta choose. You gotta choose because they're destroying our people as a people right now. We have no concept of what's going on around us. The world is about to end, but we still partying and killing each other because nobody taught us. Nobody taught us what's right and wrong about. Hey, I want you to go to. I want to teach you something. Go to 2nd Ezra. That's in the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra 13, verse 29 to 38. Behold, the day cometh when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. That's us. He's going to come. The day coming when he's going to deliver us from all this tragedy we're going through. He shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. We are the astonishment. We are the one who they call a byword. We are the one who we call niggers. We are the one that are astonished because we supposed to be the Hebrew Israelite, but we acting like heathens. And one shall overtake the fight against another. One shall overtake the fight against another. We're going to be fighting. This is where it's coming into where I told y'all where it's going to be God divided the nation. I've been teaching that all throughout my sermons. You're going to have a race war. This is the race war before the end of time comes. So you can see it brewing up now because they started shooting us more and 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 more. Now I want you to pay close attention to this race war. And one shall overtake to fight against another. People against people. We're going to be fighting against each other like we're doing now. One city against another. You're going to have cities fighting against each other. New York against New Jersey. New Jersey against New York. Jacksonville against Tallahassee. Tallahassee against Jacksonville. Back and forth. Place against another. Different places. One people against another. One remnant against another. This is a race war. This is a race war. It's in the Bible. It's in 2nd Ezra. This is a race war they're speaking about. Go back and read it for yourself. Take your time. This is a race war that the Most High is talking about. Check this out. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass. This is a sign. Because you're going to have them race war, people against people. You see it coming on now. You can't say you don't see it. So God said this is the time. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen when I show thee before, and thou shalt my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascended. God said, all this going to happen. Then my son, the same man you see that our ancestors seen ascended back into heaven, he shall be come to heaven, he should come down. And when all the people heard his voice, when all the nations, everybody in the world heard Jesus' voice when he was coming down. Every man in their own land will leave the battle. They have one against another. Everybody in their own land shall leave, go back. They're trying to go back. Everybody can go back to their own land. So you're going to separate. So you loving these other nations when God told you not to. God tell you when he come back, he going to separate everybody. You're going to go back to being who you were. You're going to go back to being who you originally were. You're going to go back. Whites going back to whites. Chinese going back to Chinese. Blacks going back to blacks. So-called Mexicans going back. Everybody going back to their own race. Check it out. I'm going to read it. And when all the people heard his voice, every man in their own land leave the battle. We can fight each other. Everybody going to start fighting and go back. They had one against another. Everybody we were fighting because during the race where everybody be fighting, nation against nation. Everybody going to pack up and go back to their own business. Going back, right? Check this out. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. They going to see Jesus Christ coming. They going to get a numerous amount of them. That's why you got all these spaceships in space. All the war places they got. How you think they go up there and sit up there for about 2 or 3 months, half a year? They're building these war spaceships up there. Because when they see the Most High come, everybody going back, they're going to try to fight the Most High when they come. That's the war that Montgomery. They ain't trying to teach you. When he come back, they're going to try to fight him. So everybody they're going to gather together, the Russian, the German, everybody, all the world leaders going to gather to try to fight him. Check this out. But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion. He shall stand upon the top. He's going to be sitting up there looking down on him. And Zion shall come and shall be shown to all men, being prepared and built, like if thou sawest the hill graven without hands. And this my son shall rebuke the wicked invention. The rebuke the wicked invention is missiles. This is the last part when you get to World War III. Because they're going to turn the missiles and try to shoot the Lord God. They're going to bring the missiles. They're going to try to shoot Jesus Christ coming in heaven. See, nobody won't teach you this, but I'm breaking it down to you. So I'm sure teach it to you. So they're gonna try to fight him coming down. But you will go back to your own nation. That's why God said we don't put we don't put to join them. They're gonna make a choice because they going back to their people. They're gonna leave your butt right there. The ones you think they love you, they ain't gonna love you. They're gonna go right back to their own people. Check this out. Which for their wicked life are falling into the temple. God gonna get them back. God gonna start killing them. He gonna start killing them. And they shall labor for them and shall lay before them their evil thoughts. All their thoughts gonna be laid out. And the torment, this the nuclear bomb coming. Well, they shall begin to be tormented because the nuclear bomb coming. So y'all don't want to be with your people. God gonna say you gonna die with them. You gonna die with them because you ain't gonna, it's a lot of us ain't going now. You gotta remember 2/3 ain't gonna make it. So a lot of them gonna love them people so much, even though they see Jesus, they gonna still want to fight Jesus. Because you got wicked men among you, which are like unto a flame. That's the nuclear bomb. He shall destroy them without labor. God, it ain't gonna be nothing. I'm gonna show you it ain't gonna be law. By the law, which is like unto fire. That's the nuclear bomb. Gosh, I'm gonna destroy you with snap of a finger. Y'all got these bombs. I'm gonna destroy you with snap of a finger. And where else there saw that he gathered another people multitude unto him. The other people not is the 12 tribes of Israel. The peaceful people that he gathered, I just read to you, then the 12 tribes of Israel. But they don't break that down to you. See, we so busy hating each other, we don't see this because they're not teaching us this. They got us hating each other to the point we can't even see. We can't see what's going on right within our own nation. We hate each other. The other nations, they will never understand. This is your book. Let me show you something, people. This is not this is not what they call a white man's book. This is your book. Written for you, by you, and to you. Check this out. Color in the Bible. Go to Jeremiah. I got to give it to you. But they said color don't matter after they don't destroy you as a people. After they don't destroy you as a people, then all of a sudden color don't matter. If color didn't matter, why they gave you a white Jesus knowing he black? Why are the so-called Negroes saying now color don't matter? Color do matter because they got you acting the way you acting now. That's why you hate your people, because color matter. You hate your people because color don't matter to you. If color mattered to you, you wouldn't hate your people. They taught you to hate your people. That's why you think the way you think. That's why you comment the way you think. That's why you move the way you move amongst your own people, because you hate them. You hate your own people because they taught you to hate your people. A person like me teaching you love, you say I'm hate, but they done taught you to hate your people. They paying them millions of dollars to discriminate against their own people. They got the women calling them women bitches and hoes. Got the men promoting murder and killing. And then they got the women. What the name of the song is? If you a thwart, twerk. And then they'll start twerking. And then the man come by there and call you a bitch and a hoe. You get mad. It's not disrespect. You disrespect yourself. You hate yourself. Whether you know it or not, you hate yourself. But you don't even know you hate yourself because guess what? They don't talk you a different meaning between love and hate. I just gave you what they think of you, and you act just what they think of you. Jeremiah 14:2. This is a black man's book. If there was a white man's book, why would they put this in here? And why you never heard this from your pastor? Because men of age are wicked. Men of age are wicked. They have not understanding. Because don't think every old man you think is white. God talking about the wise man. He's talking about the people so-called in the church, T.D. Jakes and all them boys who making them millions of dollars off you. They hate you. And they've been taught to hate. They've been taught to teach hate to you. But a man like me come in and try to give you love toward yourself, how to treat yourself, who you will, I teach hate. Because God wants you to separate. The minute you join, if you go back and you study history, the minute we joined them, when Martin Luther King told us to join them, because God, and knowing about what God told us to join. If God told you to join them, why get read to you in the second when God said everybody gonna go back to their own land? That means you're going back to your own people. That's what that means. When he said you go back to your own land, you're going back, everybody going back to their own people. And he's gonna destroy the people who did this to us. And you see in the end of that verse that I read you in 2nd Ezra, it said that he gonna gather the peaceful people. That's the people, the righteous people of God. I'm gonna read this to you. But they said it's a black man's Bible. Judah mourning. Ain't you in mourning? Every other nation not in mourning. Only the Jews are in mourning. We the real Jews. Because the other Jews ain't in mourning. Other Jews living rich. They own black entertainment. They own BET. They own Atlanta Housewives. They got their Cohen, Garrett, whatever his name is. The white dude, he's a sister. He owned the show. But he got y'all acting like asses on the show because he owned it. So they definitely not in mourning. They not in mourning. So-called niggas are in mourning. And the gates of we have gates of their language mean we have no leadership. We have no leadership. Because our leadership have defiled us. They have left us out here to battle for ourselves. Excuse me, people. We out here to battle for ourselves. We have no leadership. Nobody in Congress. Nobody in the Senate. Nobody in our local city councilman. Nobody. Leadership our own. They are black unto the ground. Don't that fit you? Ain't you in mourning? Do not we have any leadership? And you are black unto the ground. That Jeremiah 14:2. How come they never taught you that? Because they want to keep you docile. The word black is an English word. It's not saying you black like this on the thing of nigga. He's trying to describe what you are. He's trying to describe a color to what you are. You're not black like they call you ignorant to vastness. He's trying to let you know that this is you. Go to Job 30:30. This is not a black man's book, white man's book. This is your book. They taught you that it wasn't. This Job now. This is Job. Everybody know Job. How come the pastor never showed? They always read about Job. But they never go to the scriptures, verse 30:30. My skin is black upon me. My bones are burnt with heat. You know what you mean, bones are heat? That means he out in the field. He been working the same way you are. You was in the field. You burnt with heat. Your skin is black upon me. My skin is black upon me. So this can't be a white man's Bible. They took it and misread the Bible to you. They just like they gave you a letter and opened up your mail and then misread your letter to you. So now you lost because you didn't read your book. They read it to you and told you different things. And now you go around, you hear people say, oh, this is a white man's Bible. Once they find the black man's Bible, they're so wicked, they still want to continue doing what they're doing. Check this out. Go to Songs of Solomon. Songs of Solomon 1:5. This is not a black man's book. They done taught you it was, but it's not. I'm giving you verses to go to for you can look it up for yourself to let you know this is not a black man's book. Check this out, people. Check this out. I am black, but cunningly. I am black, but cunningly. Cunning means beautiful. We used to use that thing, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm beautiful. That's just your DNA talking to you. That's your ancestors talking to you. You are the same people that were back then. There's nothing new up under the sun. Because you the same people that went through all this trouble that's going through it right now. You just been regenerated. So your loved ones are not in the grave. Your loved one is not in the grave. Mourn your 7 days, pick yourself up, and keep moving. Because Lord said you mourn over 7 days, you begin to kill your own self. Roration. Next thing you know, you dead, and you can tell it happened because guess what? You got a man and wife that been together for a long time. When one died, the other one go right behind them. If you don't pick yourself up and concentrate on the Most High, you will die right behind them. That's why they are regenerated, folks. They don't come back as a goat or dog like they teach the other people. They teach them that they come back as a dog, a cat, an animal. They even had a show on Disney where the boy daddy died. I think Michael Keaton played it. He died, but he kept coming back as a dog. Come on, people. You don't come back as a dog. You just regenerate back into yourself. But without any knowledge. You have no form former remembrance of things. But every now and then you get a glimpse and you say deja vu, you done been before. Of course you have. But you don't understand it because they'll never teach you that in church. I am black but cunningly. I'm black and beautiful. We say, they used to say that in the 70s. Now they're trying to get you to say it now. You black and beautiful. They're trying to get you to love yourself in your own skin. You know how they know they hate you? When I'm teaching love, you got to go fight to get to wear your own hair. Where have you ever heard of any such thing? But you the only, a Chinese can wear their own hair. White people can wear their own hair. But a Negro got to fight to wear his own hair? Oh my, don't that sound crazy? But guess what? They taught you that I'm teaching love. They taught you that I'm teaching hate. I'm sorry. They taught you that I'm teaching hate. But they teaching love. They teach you so much love. They hate you to tell you. They teaching you so much love. They tell you can't wear your own hair. But I'm teaching you hate. And I'm telling you to love yourself. So they got you confused. So you don't know what's right and what's good. Go to Lamentation 4. Lamentation 4, verse 7. Now go to verse 8. Their vision is blacker than coal. They are not known in the street. Their skin cleaves to their bones. It withers. It has become like sticks. That's starvation. The skin, they visual black. Because you know how you starving? The darker you get. See how I got this brown tan, smooth skin. We got smooth skin. They don't understand why we can be 55 going on 56 and look like we 25 and 30. Because if we take care of ourselves, our skin will be smooth. We won't have all them wrinkles in our face like they do because we are different kind of people. But when you starve and you hungry, you get dark because nutrition. The vision is blacker than coal. They blacker than coal. They talking about the people. Blacker than coal. But check this out. He said their bones have cleaved to their skin. They're starving. That is going into the famine. I'm just trying to show you that you're black, but that's going into the famine. I'm going to tell you that. That's going into the famine when you're going to see people walking up in the street. You see them Africans, don't they? They look dark because their skin, they're hungry, big belly, and you can see the rib through the skin. That's the famine coming. It's going to get worse than what you see on TV. I'm just saying, people. I'm just trying to give you some knowledge and understanding. They're not giving you this. I'm going to teach this day. I don't care about the time. I'm going to teach you this day. You need to learn this. My people need to learn what's going on with them. Go to Lamentation 5:10. Our skins were black like an oven because of the terrible famine. I just told you that. Our skin was black, just like you cook something. That's how dark your skin is, because you're gonna go through a famine. But he let you know you're a black man. But who want to teach you that? They don't want to teach you that. Check this out. I want you to go to Jeremiah 8:12. Go to Jeremiah 8:12. I'm teaching you, Pete, that this is you in the Bible. Nobody want to teach you this. So I'm teaching you this, let you know who you are. The Bible is your Bible. This is not a white man's Bible. (8:21). For the hurt of the daughter of my people. The daughter of my people. See, don't take that word daughter, because you got to remember, we the bridegroom. So when Jesus talking to you, we are the daughters of his people. We are the daughter. For the hurt or the daughter of my people. Because you see, my people mean everybody. It means people, not just one, like a female or male. He's talking about your daughter. See, they ain't going to break that down to you. He's talking about us, the 12 tribes of Israel. For the hurt or the daughter of my people, am I hurt? I am black. Astonishment has taken a hold of me. He see his people. He see his people in astonishment going through the famine. You look at your people, you're astonished how they look, how they act. He know them. He's saying these black people. I'm astonished for them, cause them us. And don't some of us sit back and say, look at my people, man. Look how they drinking and falling out. Our women throwing up. Our women going from house to house fighting each other, from man to man. They got 6, 7 different babies, daddies. Our women done changed the natural use of a woman. Who changed the truth into a lie? See, this is the Bible, people. This us all day long. We hate each other, but we must not let them get and teach us wrong. I'm teaching love. They teaching hate. See, because they're quick to say that I'm teaching hate. But I'm teaching love to you, let you know who you are. I'm teaching love to you, let you know this Bible is written for you. I don't want to script out the scripture and show you this Bible written for you. It's our book. See, but they don't want to tell you this. And you wonder why you're going through this. Here, check this out. Go to Amos 3:1. Go to Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, against the whole family, against us, the whole family, 12 tribes, which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, he brought us out of slavery. Remember, we were the one that was enslaved in Egypt. You only have I known all the family on earth. God said he only known us. He only gave us the law, statutes, commandments. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity. God said he punished us for all our iniquity. That's why we're going through all what we're going through right now. Because we disobeyed the law, statutes, commandments. So we're going through all these curses, what I just read in Deuteronomy, I think 55, 54, and 56. I read you why we hate each other. I read you why women's act the way they act. Them just two of the curses. It's many more. If you go study Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68, it's all these curses fit us. How you got yokes of iron around you, how they gonna take your kids. They want to fit us. I want you to go to Romans 8:29. The Bible talking about you. See, they love to say that he done away with us. This is Paul, y'all beloved Paul. They treat Paul like he Christ. They rather believe what Paul said than what Jesus said because they don't understand it. Paul said, I teach the men who know the law. Everybody can't read Paul. You got to have a good understanding of Paul. You got to study your Bible. The average person cannot do Romans. For whom did foreknew? For whom he did foreknew, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. I want you to catch that. For God foreknew us, for we was born. He also did predestinate us, because everybody ain't gonna make it. It's 2/3 of us gonna make it. I'm sorry, a third of us gonna make it. 2/3 ain't gonna make it. And everybody know everybody ain't going. You got a basketball team that you go try, everybody don't make the basketball team. You got a football team, they have everybody, they had to cut the roster down to 52. Basketball team, soccer team, baseball team, everybody don't make the team. So the same applies to this. Everybody ain't making the team. Everybody will witness with you. So everybody not gonna accept this. So you ought to get in your head that everybody not gonna accept this. Reconnection. It does it every time this word get good. But guess what? I'm gonna keep giving this word. I'm gonna keep giving this word because God said we must find out who we are. And be conformed to the image of his son. The image of his son, the Lord, we ignorantly call him Jesus, but name Yahweh. The image where he's saying you're gonna follow his law, statutes, and commandments. Because guess what? The Lord said that Moses written of me. So if you didn't believe Moses, you ain't gonna believe me. I come in the volume of the book. See, that's everybody. There's some people who think that they did away with the Old Testament. That's why they can't understand the New. That's why they can't understand Paul, because they haven't read the Old Testament. You will never buy a book and go to the back of the book without starting from the front. Revelation 1:3, blessed is the man that readeth. So if you don't read it, you'll never know. So that's what I'm saying, people. We are it. We are the people of God. And until we come back as a people and start loving one another, because they got us hating each other, people. I do this because I love you. I have woken up and found out, and sometimes I'm telling you what, it hit me so hard, it's almost, I said, Lord, give me the strength. Because when you have knowledge and you know things and you see your people going into the lake of fire, so you're heading that way. If you don't change your life, if you don't start reading the Bible for yourself, you heading that way. You're going to fall. You're going to be doomed. Because guess what? We don't want to learn. We don't want to listen. We don't want to observe the Sabbath. We don't want to observe the new moon. We done did the Halloween thing. Now we're going to do Thanksgiving thing. Now we're going to do the Christmas thing. And then right after that, they got Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. They got it every day of the month. It's a holiday. They celebrate Candy Day, Licorice Day, Grass Day. Every day they got a holiday in it. But they don't have a day for the Hebrew Israelite because you don't know who you are. But you don't understand. They stay in your pocket and keep you docile. They owe you. They owe you $42 trillion. That's what they estimate the value of it now. But then guess what? They getting all that money back out of you and never paid you because they got you working all these pagan holidays. You got people with sacrifice they rent for Christmas. And then after Christmas come around, they go to their friend begging for money. If I was you, I'd let them starve. I wouldn't help them. I wouldn't help them. Why would you help somebody who take their money and go buy Christmas? Then after Christmas come, they come knocking at your door to borrow money because they're in debt to next Christmas. That's how you know that's not for you. This is not our world, people. This is their world. Our world is yet to come. I can go on for hours, man. It's just so good. But I know our people, we are here jump, but we won't want to hear the truth. I hope this get out to a lot of people. My name is Yahweh. My name is Yahweh. So when you go on my channel, look for Yahweh. YAHQUA. Yahweh must be included. That's what it means. We must be included. My name is Yahweh on my YouTube page, people. My name is Yahweh. I love you. I do this all I love. I hope this touch you. I hope this word get out. See, I pray that my word get out. I pray that my views get bigger because I got so much to give. And guess what? I come straight out of the Bible. You can ask me any question, anything you want, and I will show it to you. Your life, your history, everything is in the Bible. I have studied enough and still continue to study to know this very well. If I can't get it to you in the conversation, I will get it to you in the next one because I can look it up and find it. This is not a white man's Bible. This is a black man's Bible. That's why the birth of a nation. That man read the Bible and found out he was a Hebrew Israelite. That's what happened. You got an overture over in Haiti during 1804. He found out who they was. Every time we revolt, we revolt. That's when we done woke up and found out who we was. But then guess what? We go right back into idolatry. So we must wake up and stay awoke. You must learn this Bible. I haven't made it, folks. Nobody else made it. God said it's not given to the swift, but those who endure. I'm working toward hope, and I'll be the one that's chosen. Nobody made it. So don't let a Christian tell you they saved. You ain't saved. You want to be the one. You want to be the chosen one. But you got to strive toward being the chosen one. So if you don't let, oh man, where is that? Oh, let me go to it. Let me go to it. I'm gonna go to it. It's getting, let me go to it for them Christians. For them Christians, let me go to it. He that says, let's go to 1 John 2 and 4. He that says, I know him and keepeth not his commandment is a liar. Christianity don't keep God's commandment because you don't know them, so you don't keep it because they're not teaching it. So if they don't teach the Old Testament, how you gonna know the commandment? It's more than just 10. They got commandment about how you pay people. They got commandment about how you dress. They got commandments by not sleeping with animals. They got commandment about the food you're supposed to eat. They got commandment. They got laws, statute commandment about homosexuality, by sleeping with animals. So if you don't know that, so God called you a liar. So any Christian coming to me and tell me they love God, but God called you a liar because you don't keep his commandments. That is love. Love is me teaching you the law, statute, commandments. Hate is what the Christian church tell you you can do. And guess what? I see my people. I work with them. People, I see them eating this food who God told them not to. They're going to the hospital with chest pain because they got arteries clogged up from eating crab, seafood. I see people can't walk. They got to get choked to their car because that gout hit them and they can't do nothing with it. Eating crab, eating raw meat, eating that meat with blood in it. Don't even cook the food all. I see it with my eyes. I see my kinfolk. I see my people with my co-workers. I see people on the news. Us. We number one in every disease. Every disease, we number one in it because we disobeying law, statute, commandment. Shalom, my people. Shalom, I love you. I do this out of love, people. I promise you I do this out of love. Shalom, my people. Shalom.